It's a bit dark and dingy in here today. What can I do to make it brighter? Well, I've lit a candle and I've got some glow sticks. Oh, I could turn on a light. What about this one? Oh, it's not quite bright enough. What about this one? Oh, that's better. Oh, hello, children. I was just trying to work out how to make things a bit brighter because it was a bit gloomy and dark in here. So I turned on some lights, which is what we're talking about today. We're going to talk about lights. But I thought before we do that, we could play an opposites game.
Welcome to the opposite game. We're going to show you some pictures and you need to pause the video and go and find something that's the opposite to what we've shown you on your screen. Let's have a go, shall we? What's the opposite of small? Go and find something that's the opposite. Yes, tall or big is the opposite of small. Let's have another go. Can you find something that's the opposite of happy? Maybe you could draw the picture of it. Well done if you said sad. That's the opposite of happy. What's the opposite of empty? Can you find something that's the opposite? Yes, full. Full is the opposite to empty. Hot. Whoo, it's hot in here. Can you find something that's the opposite of hot? Well done if you said cold. Oh, the dog's under the table. Can you find something that's doing the opposite of under? The sheep is jumping over the fence. Well done if you said over. Oh, the door's open. Find something that's the opposite of open. Close, that's the opposite of open. Oh, this man's going up, up, up. Can you find something that's doing the opposite? Yes, it's down, down, down. Oh, this little girl's awake. Can you find something that's the opposite of awake? Oh, the baby's asleep. That's the opposite of awake, asleep. And here's our last one. It's light. Can you find the opposite of light? Yes, it's dark. Well done. I hope you enjoyed our opposites game.
What a great game! Did you guess all the opposites? Well done if you did. If not, maybe have another go. Can you remember what the last two opposites were? That's right, light and dark. And that's what we're talking about today. Jesus says, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. And that's from the Gospel of John, chapter 8, verse 12. But what do we need light for, children? Without light, it would be dark and we wouldn't be able to see where we were going. And the sun gives us light, doesn't it? And warmth. What would happen if we didn't have light and warmth? That's right, nothing would grow because everything needs light and warmth to grow. Let's have a look at a video that is going to tell us more about Jesus' I am statement. Let's take a look.
In God's true book, the Bible, Jesus uses pictures to tell us 7 great things about himself. They all start with the words, I am. Here is the second picture. Jesus says, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. But what does Jesus mean? Now, what is the weather like outside for you? Have a look. Is the sun shining? Is it raining? Is it cloudy? We use light all the time. Having good light from the sun means people can live on the earth. Light means we can live. But what do we do when it gets dark? We sleep. You are still alive, but you aren't doing all the fun stuff like playing, eating, or running when you're asleep. Darkness is for sleep. Light is for life. Jesus says he is the light. He is using a picture to say that following him is the best way to live. When we follow Jesus, we can live the best life. Jesus lives forever, and God's true book tells us that when we believe Jesus and follow him, we will live forever too. Where? Don't worry about that. God has got it sorted. Jesus said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. What could we do to remember this? I think hide and seek is too easy. Let's do blindfolded hide and seek. You'll need 3 people, 1 to be blindfolded, 1 to go and hide, and 1 who has to help the blindfolded person find the person who is hidden. Take it in turns to be the blindfolded person and think about this. If Jesus is the light of the world, the best thing we can do is follow him, just like you have to follow the person giving you directions. Have fun and stay safe.
So we need light to live and to grow. And if we didn't have light, it would be dark and cold and probably a bit lonely. Another good way to think about it is this. Here's some cress that I grew on the windowsill in the light. Can you see its green leaves? Looks quite yummy. I can't wait to eat that in a sandwich. But here's some cress that I grew in the darkness of the cupboard. What's happened to that? That's right. It's very tall as it's reached for some light, but the leaves haven't gone green. It looks a bit yellow and I'm not quite sure I'd want to eat that in my sandwich. So this shows that we need light to live and to grow, and without light we don't reach our true potential. This is what the cress is supposed to look like, and this is what it looks like. It's not quite got there, has it? This shows us that we need light for our food to grow, but we need light to grow strong and healthy too. Jesus is like a beacon of light, and when we love him and follow him, he fills our hearts up with light. And light is things like love, kindness, and all good things. And when we're full of this light of Jesus, Jesus wants us to share it with others. So I wonder, how can we share Jesus' light with others? We can smile at passers-by. We can say kind words, encouraging words. We can help people. Yes, there's lots of things that we can do. And I was thinking, as this coming week, you're all going back to school and people might be a little bit nervous about it, can you share Jesus' light with as many people as possible? Shall we ask Jesus to help us with that? So I'm going to do it a little bit differently today. I've got a little candle here that I've lit. Don't know if you can see that it is lit. And let's just look at the light. You could do this with your own candle if you like. Make sure you're safe and you ask an adult. And just look at the light and think about Jesus being the light of the world while we pray. Dear Jesus, thank you that you are the light of the world. Thank you that you light up even the darkest of places. Help us to step into the light, follow you and be filled up with your light. Please help us to share your light with others so they can also follow you. Now, roll your arms. Amen. So that's nearly all we've got time for today, but maybe you would like to get some cress and see if you can do the experiment with the cress. Pop your cress seeds on a sheet of kitchen roll or some cotton wool and sprinkle some water on it. Water it every day and put one in the window and one in a dark cupboard and see what happens to your cress. See if you get the same results as I did. So don't forget this week to share the light with everybody that you meet and be kind and gentle. Enjoy your first week back at school and I will see you next week. Goodbye, children. Goodbye.